Hello, my beautiful Aries. Welcome back to Queen Cup Tarot. I am just shuffling up right now, catching a vibe, getting ready to do your March general tarot readings. For those that are new, welcome. Please like, share, subscribe. It's much appreciated. And for those that are returning, 100,000 subscribers. We did that. Angel gang. Guys, I want to thank you wholeheartedly for sending your genuine love, light, support throughout this entire journey. You know what I mean? Ascension can be a really lonely road, especially at the beginning phases when you haven't booked up with your soul tribe yet. So I booked up with you guys before I booked up with soul tribe. It was a very lonely road until, biting the bullet and putting myself out there to connect with you guys. I never imagined that it would grow to be what it is today. So thank you. All right. Yeah, I'm not going to get too emotional on you guys, but I did want to take a moment to truly thank you, And even the haters, man, I have analytics because of you. You still add to the analytics. The energy that you send, it's still energy. When you send negative energy to people, you don't know what people's abilities are. So spiritually, if you send negative energy to me, I'm a magician. I'm going to transmute that. My soul's like, whatever energy, give me whatever energy, and I'll turn that shit. It's like I'm seeing wind turbines, I'm already getting downloads and messages. Some of you guys are transmuting some serious negative energy and you're seeing how powerful it's making you. But anyways, we'll get into the reading right now. You guys can timestamp. For those that usually timestamp the reading, thank you. Please continue to do so. And for those that are new, if you want to bypass the intro, just see below in the comments. Angel Gang will timestamp prior to the prayer for you, okay? Because we acknowledge the reading starts when the prayer does. I'm going to use a new deck for you guys. Shout out Anna Galano, okay? She is a fellow high priestess, part of the Patreon membership. If you guys want daily and weekly content from me, just go to Patreon. And for personal readings, just email me, but all that's below, all right? But Anna released, she sent me and gifted me her new deck. It's a beautiful body of art, guys. All right, I'm going to put a link for where you can purchase this deck below. And yeah, so shout out to Anna Galano, Tarot of Desires. This deck is amazing. The art is very avant-garde, abstract, but very beautiful, easy to connect to, great channeling tool. All right. What else? I think that's it, Aries. I think we can get into prayer and get into it. I feel like I'm missing something, but whatever, it'll come out if it's meant to. All right, let's get into prayer, okay? Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, thank you for rising me up out of my bed this morning, and thank you for connecting me with the collective every day. Right now in particular, please allow me to communicate clearly with the collective, the messages that are in their greatest good, surrounding their material abundance, sustenance, the relationships closest to them, their personal ascension and development, and any other messages that you deem worthy at this time. Thank you, Father God, Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, for everything you do for me and the collective. All the healing energy, the support, the love, the guidance, and the protection. We are nothing without it, and we are nothing without you. Glory be to the Most High, forever and ever. Thank you, and amen. Guys, I'm going to start some of the Patreon, some of the high priestesses over on the Patreon have been starting to share their own prayers. And I want to get in the habit of sharing some of you guys' prayers because and these messages will come out because I've been downloading them heavy. A lot of the spirituality that people have been awakening and living out are going to create these new institutions. We talked about new institutions, infrastructures. Well, a lot of them are going to be new infrastructures surrounding your spirituality. So essentially, you're making your own religions and you're living out your own religions. And ironically enough, if everyone were to base their religion off of, meaning their spiritual practice off of their spirituality, regardless of how different the practice may look, there would be one religion. It's almost like we're going to break down all of these segregation, because segregation, that's why I'm saying like slavery has impacted the entire planet. Okay, it was a psychology. And if you even look at religion segregates very similarly to the segregation that we experience racially. Because if it's not racial segregation, it's spiritual segregation, like with religion and stuff like that. I'm telling you, we're going back to a time where we're not everything, like the way we quantify people isn't going to be based on race, money, and religion. That is the most basic way to quantify people. Like the way people are very quick to say, I know this person, or I know, but then if you really ask them what their process, or observe what their process is about getting to know someone, you can, one, tell they don't know themselves, and two, know that they don't know anybody, not even their own fucking mother. Okay. So it's just like this, I don't know why I'm going on that little rant there, but whatever, we're going to get right into this. Okay. And see what you guys get for the month. Some of you are challenging, some of you are having to challenge, I get a religious institution. I mean, it could be a religious institution. Some of you are battling some kind of corruption within some of these spiritual institutions, angel gang. But some of you are dealing with this in your homes, these institutions, these spiritual belief systems that created this way of life that was passed down to you, okay, by your parents, things like that. And some of you are in direct conflict with that right now. Your spirituality and your ascension has put you in direct conflict with the Hierophant energy of someone else or another group of people. You are no longer, you are challenging somebody's belief system, whether it's your family's belief system, your parents, maybe for some of you, it's your partner, realizing that you and your partner do not live out the same, you guys don't have the same morals, values, and spiritual beliefs anymore, which is why your reality that you live out with this person isn't a reflection of you. So you're uncomfortable with it, you're annoyed by it, you feel naturally rejected by it. There's something spiritually, but I'm more getting it not like the high priestess spiritually, meaning within yourself, behind the scenes, in the ethers. It's the Hierophant spiritual energy, meaning how you live your spirituality out and what it creates right here on earth. So that's what I'm telling you. I personally believe in like 100, 200 years, it's really, religion is going to go back to what it was always meant to do, which was support the individual relationships that human beings have with their creator. Okay? A lot of religion right now gets you to beseech the religion in order to have a connection to God, meaning if you want a connection to God, you have to go through this institution. That is getting torn down. You are the institution, and you should have learned that through all of the work you did with your high priestesshood, whether male or female. No different than the emperor, empress energy that in this third dimension we need to have, meaning we all need to be able to protect, provide, conquer, nurture, grow, and develop. That can't be a man-woman thing anymore, because then you're a dud. Then you lackluster, then you don't have enough to bring to an independent coexistence. Okay, so you're going to get left behind. These people, there's still going to be a lot of codependent relationships, but there is going to be a split. Listen, guys, okay, I don't know how these messages are going to come out this month, okay, because I'm being really challenged to be more emotionally available and open because of how it's a reflection of my authenticity. How real are you trying to be, B? That's what it's coming down to. So I'm feeling kind of vulnerable with how the divine is pressing me about being open emotionally, not just in my personal life with you people. Okay, so I don't know how these messages are going to come out, because I had to really, the folks on Patreon know I was like, kind of like procrastinating, chilling. They're like, are you going to go on YouTube? I'm like, I don't know. But here I am. I bit the bullet and I did it. And I was wondering why I was feeling that way. And, people are going to go, it's witchcraft. It wasn't no fucking witchcraft. I was all up in my feels, anyways, going through my karmic cycles, anyway. You guys can timestamp this, guys. I don't mind you guys timestamping the shit out of the reading. I just don't like when people try to like bypass the prayer, like it's something wrong with it. Like they want all the messages from here, but they don't want to take 60 seconds to pay homage and respect to the energies that we are seeking these answers and messages from. All right. I also encourage you guys to send me your own prayers if you want me to share them. I want to start sharing your guys' prayers on here. All right. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of High Priestess Hierophant energy. Some of you are challenging somebody. You are challenging an authoritative figure. And I'm getting, it's the person who lays the rules about what the morals and values are. So they are the judge and the jury in a family dynamic. It could be in the workplace too. There is a boss or a leader who lacks the moral compass to be able to lead people in a positive way. Okay, like some leaders, they will try to eradicate the weakest link instead of support and nurture the weakest link in order to make the team most efficient. Like there's different, like some of you are looking at leaders and seeing the difference. Some of these people were people you looked up to and will look up to no longer. I don't know, I'm being told to keep shuffling. Some of you are considering converting, and it could be for love. Some of you are having to, some of you are afraid of being disowned by your family because of converting. Some of you are seeking spiritual counsel because I'm seeing some of you go to like a priest or a pastor, like someone like, going to the mosque and asking somebody about within, like a spiritual leader within your religious, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know. It's like you're going to somebody asking them about the questions that you have, the conflict that you're having with your faith, how you were raised, your religion. And some of you are going to, I see this, whoever this spiritual leader is, they're very spiritual. Yes, they practice and they rep their religion hardcore, but they're above that. They understand that spirituality trumps religion. Religion is supposed to support your spirituality, not control it, not oppress it. I don't know, guys, where this is coming from. Some of you guys are destined and fated to be spiritual leaders. I don't know. Some of you people are destined and fated to like G-check somebody in your family who is leading from a place that is morally irreconcilable. Or I don't know. Mercury retrograde is really getting my communication, but the way I look at it is anytime my communication is affected during Mercury retrograde, it's because there's something I need to be cognizant about. I need to mind the way I speak. I need to think before I speak, be cognizant of what the end user experience is, mind my words, like all these kind of things. Anyways, the Ace of Swords. Yeah, I think that some of you are going to battle with somebody intellectually. This is an intellectual battle. And this is your sword of truth that you use to win those kind of battles, right? Fight darkness. Some of you are drawing up your sword of truth to somebody and you are challenging them. So somebody used to rule a group, a family, a group of people with their sword of truth. This could even be in a relationship, you and a person. This could be children doing this to their parents. You could be the parents or you're doing this to yours. I don't know. But I see somebody looking over a group of people, okay, with their sword, swinging it around, and everyone's just kind of sitting there going, okay, that's your truth. Okay, don't poke my eye out. And I see somebody standing up and drawing up their sword. It's about to be a duel. And it's a duel of wits. It's a duel of truths, morals, and values. Some of you are either going to be challenged significantly. And if that's the case, it's karmically you are being, karma is getting you to break out of your limited belief system. Because the Hierophant in reverse will create all of this will trap people, because the Hierophant is supposed to create is supposed to teach an info structure that supports people in being more free. Where in reverse, the Hierophant energy will create institutions and belief systems that trap people, which again goes into why religion needs to be restructured internationally across the globe. Okay. Anyways, I see in you, some of you are fighting that great fight. However this looks, you are chipping away at this issue. Somebody's morals and values are about to get fucking challenged hardcore. This could be a boss. Somebody stepping up to a boss in front of a boardroom or a meeting. A boss that is just, other people know that this boss rules from a place of dominance or a place of fear, right? Will manipulate truths, use these truths to, get people afraid, suppress them, things like that. I see somebody really pulling out their sword of truth in front of a group of people at a meeting, a staff meeting, a big, a national meeting, global national. I'm hearing shit like that. Someone is about to get G-checked hard. For some of you, it's you. And if this is in the workplace, it's going to get people, other leaders, whoever witnesses this, to see you differently. They're going to actually see you as equipped to run a department, protect something, run something. So it's essentially you are showing your leadership capabilities by challenging somebody with the truth. That wasn't really how that went, Bob. Or no, that isn't going to work. Or that's not really true. Or I don't think that's appropriate or correct. There's some of you are being challenged or challenging somebody. This feels intense because of the crown. It almost feels like somebody's crown is being challenged. Whoever was ruling is about to have their crown. It's almost like whoever dies wins the crown. Like, remember back in the day, like kings, you had to kill the king in order to be the king. Even in like the Lion Kingdom, you know, the male lions, once if they overpower the feminines, they'll go and they'll wipe out everything. So there is no indication that there were any other masculines there, including the cubs. Okay. So in a less dramatic sense, without the death, it will cause a transformation. They'll use the death metaphorically. Some of you are going to completely transform the way people see you or this person because of the way you challenge them. Angel gang gang. This is what your sword of truth is for. It's to protect you and the people around you from darkness that tries to create illusions and stray us away from our truths, right? So ironically enough, you do that. Other people's swords are going to go, yeah, me too. Yeah, that's how it goes. But that's what leaders do. So don't be surprised when people copy you if you're a leader. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, first card out is the Fool. I like that. We got 0 and then 1. So there is a starting of a new cycle. So this is for some of you taking a leap of faith to put somebody in their place. You're taking a leap of faith to challenge somebody, to go against the grain, go against the crowd, be alone. It's like telling somebody to kiss my ass. That's some bullshit. This is taking a leap of faith to go against the popular vote. Taking a leap of faith to go against the oppressor. Taking a leap of faith to go against somebody who's ruling, who uses spirituality as a way to control people. So it's a manipulation of spirituality, which is why religion needs to be restructured, because it too often allows people to manipulate the religion in order to suppress and control. The divine's asking you to make your own Bible, get your own downloads. Everyone should have a Bible by the time they're dead with their own downloads and metaphorical way of looking at what life was and ascension and making their way back to God. Other people will use their spiritual belief system. You know what a great show, that Handmaid's Tale is one of the most disturbing shows I have ever watched on TV. It's fantastic though. I binge watched it. It fucked up my dreams. Okay. But that is a really good way of how modern society, meaning from today, that shit is like filmed like 20 years from now. It's showing the future. So it's a very realistic, in my perspective, a pretty realistic prediction of how that shit would work. So it's people, the oppressor, using Handmaid's Tale as an example, the oppressor is using the word of God to dictate to people what to do under manipulation, but won't let people read Bibles. So there is no books allowed in this society in Handmaid's Tale. There's no books allowed, but they keep spitting, talking about God. But nobody's allowed to have a Bible to verify that. So trust and believe when people aren't spiritually sound, okay? These controlling people know that these spiritually weak people are not going to verify their information, so they'll just lead. That's how Jim Jones took 1,000 people out and killed them without touching them. That's how Pieper took some people out in the fucking forest and did God knows, right? Really needing to root yourself, your spiritual truth, because it protects you so that you don't make any foolish mistakes and get led astray. It's that if somebody tells you to jump off of a cliff, would you? Well, if it's a spiritual leader, Jim Jones was looked at as a spiritual leader and was pretty much convincing people to jump off of a cliff that he wasn't even fixing to jump off of. That's how deep that shit goes. You can't allow yourself. That's why I tell you, even with tarot, when you guys call me for personal readings and shit like that, the questions, you guys, I always ask you the same thing. What are you looking to gain from this session? How I can best help you, and how are you feeling coming into the session? Some of the questions, and it's no judgment, you know what I mean? It's fine. We address it. But time after time, sometimes the questions you guys ask me, I feel like scared for you, because you go and ask the wrong person this shit, they could really lead you astray. Like really fucking lead you. So be mindful of what information you're seeking outside of yourself and from who. Some of you are challenging somebody that you used to seek advice from, that you used to look up to, that you used to believe in. You're directly challenging them. And I don't know how this energy will respond. We'll see. Okay. Some of you are challenging an actual institution. Some of you are realizing that you've been donating money, or that this could, even if it's not an institution, this could be a family member, a friend. The truth about where this money goes. This is philanthropy. It's the hand of God. So this is real philanthropy to me. And I feel like somebody might be misusing resources for their own. It's almost like somebody's hiding how much abundance that they're getting. So they might be getting all these donations, all of this money, and only giving a very small percentage to the actual charity. Why is she holding so hard onto the one when there's others coming in? Right? Maybe she's not actually getting them. Maybe she doesn't know that they're there. So this could be misuse of charitable resources, funds, you know. This could be you giving money to help somebody and then finding out that money doesn't go to them. It's the person you're giving it to that's keeping it for themselves and living a more luxurious life at the expense of whoever you were trying to help. So there could have been some misuse by a middleman. Why you weren't giving this money directly to somebody, I don't know. It could have been a secret, you not wanting to know that you were giving this person to know that you were the one giving the support. Well, they definitely don't know, because they're not even getting it. Whoever you're giving it to is taking it, whatever that's about. I don't even know. But anyways, yeah, misuse of resources. I'm seeing a misuse of resources big time. Anyways, yeah, the next card out is the Knight of Pentacles. Somebody, it's like a thief in the night. I see somebody misusing, taking money that is supposed to be used to help people or help somebody or something like that. This could be you. You know what I mean? Some of you are going without because you're not spending, like the divine's trying to help you by giving you abundance, but you keep misusing the abundance and then struggling. So you keep getting yourself back to a point of having to beg for help and need something. You need to look at what you do with your money when you do get these blessings, these increases. It's like squandering. It's like squandering to me. Some of you are squandering money. Or for others of you, it's a misuse. Somebody is taking this money. They're hooded up. They're taking it, you know. Somebody might be feeling bad seeing somebody suffer because of what they're doing. And they're feeling guilty. Somebody might have taken something from you and is feeling guilty because they're watching you suffer without it. Somebody might be actually feeling guilty. Somebody might have, because with the Six of Pentacles, that speaks of like charity. But to me, that's somebody giving money and they're not in the greatest place to give it, because before the Six of Pentacles was the Five of Pentacles. So how did you go from being left out in the cold, broke, living in a car to now giving money to people, right? Because it can be looked as somebody coming and giving to you. But a lot of the times with you guys, I see it as the other way. You get a little bit of increase in money and you start squandering it, giving money to people under the impression that you have more, only for you to be back out in the cold again, needing something. So needing to look at your pattern, there's like a karmic pattern with it with regards to money. Somebody ascending from the Knight of Pentacles to the Queen of Pentacles. And the way that that will happen is better understanding how to use and manage resources. So when you're manifesting resources when you feel like you have without, and you're manifesting resources and you go to God, I need this money, because you told God what you needed it for. And then you get it like, a couple days, couple weeks later, and then you squander it. So you're wondering why you're not able to reach another level with money or finances. It's because maybe you aren't valuing your abundance, or you don't have enough vision for the future about what you're trying to invest in and do with it. Like, what's this abundance that God isn't just giving you enough abundance to survive. He'll give you abundance to thrive, but you have to want to thrive, or else you'll just keep squandering the money, wasting it. Think of like money as like karmic partners. The mistakes you keep making with money, you win them, you lose them, you get excited, then you're depressed, then it's like back and forth. Why does this keep happening? That's karmic cycles, for good or for bad. Next card out. Wait a minute. This was on the bottom, so then this is like this. Somebody is stealing money and leaving town from somebody. Look. Somebody is running away, but they're gonna steal money from somebody before they do it. It's like they don't have enough for this journey. Whatever reason, these people, it's almost like a pair, it's like a couple. And I see this couple clearing out some shit because I don't know, I'm feeling like it's stealing. I feel like they're stealing money for their journey because they're under the impression, or this person's under the impression that they're not coming back. So they are purposely burning a bridge under the assumption that they're not returning back. It's funny how that works. God will find a way to bring you right back to that place for some reason or another in order to face that. If somebody did this to you, God is going to make them have to find a way to come back there. It's going to be unavoidable to this person. Some painful realizations this Knight of Pentacles in this beautiful deck looks like they're dealing with. Anyways, the Seven of, I'm telling you, somebody stole from somebody. And they feel bad. Some of you, somebody stole from you and they're watching God bless you, and they're learning spiritually about how karma works. They lost what they stole from you, or don't have a lot left. They still have nothing to show for it. So they stole. It wasn't even like they stole and compounded and did something great with it. They stole it, squandered it, and now they're coming back and they're seeing how you were blessed. So you're a lot. I got 5 of Pentacles energy. This is the 7. You have increased yourself. Some of you went through some really painful cycles with helping people financially, wondering why people always would take your money, misuse it, use you, not support you the way you did them. You came out of some really tough karmic cycles, and it could have been with a partner. You know, always supporting your partner, being the financial breadwinner. I'm seeing the feminine have to financially support a masculine here, and this masculine is realizing he has some kind of shame about that. Maybe somebody embarrassed him or told him, like, go back to your fucking baby mom or your woman who fucking takes care of you. You're a broke fucking something. I'm hearing that. This Knight of Pentacles is going through karma. Somebody told them, this person told this Knight, kiss my ass. You're broke. You have nothing. And this Knight is trying to go back to somebody who's moved on and is planting seeds now. I'm seeing some weird dynamic here with a masculine. It's like this feminine didn't care what this masculine had. Didn't care if it wasn't much. Didn't give a shit. This masculine said, whatever you got, we can plant it and we can grow it. No problem. Remember, she's a Queen of Pentacles in the making, right? This masculine held his pentacle back and said, no, I don't want you to plant it. I might be able to get more instant gratification. This Knight of Pentacles used that pentacle, didn't want to plant it and invest and gain. This Knight of Pentacles wanted to use this pentacle for quick gratification. So this Knight went and invested in quick gratification. And it's funny, whatever this was, it pretty much, I feel this energy saying you don't got enough. Or took it and said, kiss my ass, bye. You ain't got no more coin, you ain't got no more money, or that's all you got. This energy got rejected by what it wanted. Now this energy is looking back, wondering if it has enough, if this energy will want to plant it again. Yep. Could have even been like a business. You know, somebody being like, your investment isn't enough, or somebody didn't want to invest in you. They took their time and money and resources to go and invest into somebody else, and they feel like a fool for doing that because they didn't get anything. All I know is this knight's back is to this energy and is now looking at this Seven of Pentacles. This could, for some of you, this is no longer wanting to invest your time in a job anymore. It's like you want to tell your current employer, kiss my ass, I'm going to take my shit. Some of you were planting seeds while you were in an employment position, whether this was building up a business, a part-time business slowly and surely, and now you're ready to cultivate. So you might be saying, oh, I can now, even though I'm a little bit scared, I'm not the Queen of Pentacles or the King of Pentacles, I have enough abundance that I can tell this corporate job, this employer, or whatever this is to kiss my ass. Because it really depends, because for some of you, whatever you were doing for money, you have surpassed that with whatever it is you've cultivated on the side. So this side hustle is now making more than what the primary hustle is. For others of you, the side hustle isn't making more than the primary hustle yet, but it is making enough that you don't have to put up with the bullshit that you're putting up with. So some of you are willing to take a financial hit, a cut, and invest all your efforts and time in your side hustle so that it can make you even more lucrative than whatever it is that you are telling to kiss my ass. For some of you, if this is like a dissolving of like a marriage, somebody is saying, kiss my ass, you can take the money, kiss my ass. Somebody was stockpiling money. Somebody has investments elsewhere. Somebody isn't fixing a fight over no money, over no divorce or the ending of a relationship. They're like, I'm going to be the Queen of Pentacles. You can take whatever fucking money you have and you can put it up your ass, because essentially, once I dissolve this pitiful karmic relationship that drains me of everything, I am going to be a lot more abundant than I ever was with you. I'm seeing somebody like Aries energy. I feel like you're in your leadership fire ram energy, but it's composed. I'm not seeing the ram with snot all over its nose and fucking drooling. It's feral. It's scraping the ground. No, I don't see that, Aries, because this is your energy, the Fool energy right out of the hop. It's not that energy. It's in your true essence. You're standing firm. You're strong. You're like, I just see, I don't know, like your energy's coming out very leadership, even with the whole beginning message, with the whole like religion, Hierophant shit. Like I see you guys challenging somebody. I see you guys challenging a lion. Going like, I don't give a fuck. Like I'm done like with your shit. Like that's not right. Some of you, I see some of you who typically play the quiet reserve role. I see some of you going, no, people are talking and you're going, no, stop. Like I see some of you some of you are going to do this a lot more intense than others. Challenge somebody. Some of you, it's an older sibling who's the matriarch. So it's not even the mom that's the matriarch. It's like an older sibling that's the matriarch, but she rules like you guys are still 10, 15 years old. And she needs to be put in her fucking place, right? Like somebody or somebody's parent is trying to rule like we are still in the 1940s. It's like, no, ma, no, pa, like that. It's something like this, but it's not in the aggressive, angry, combative way that Aries might feel to react when they feel challenged, when they feel like somebody is oppressing them. It's not. It's really rooted in your, it's I don't see you swinging your sword. I just see you drew it out to let somebody know that you have a truth too, that you have an opposing perspective on something that is worth listening to, and that you are not willing to sacrifice anymore. Some of you have been, it could have been something as basic and low vibrational as you knowing that culturally, whatever racial restrictions, meaning like, in my relation, I can't be outside of my race. Okay. And whatever fucking reasons your family told you that it was blasphemous Your truth knew that that was not, you're challenging somebody now. And it could be because the person that you're dealing with, or your love interest, or you are having children by somebody who isn't in a part of your religion or your spirituality. I mean, your religion. But they're a reflection of your spirituality. They're not a reflection of your religious upbringing. So some of you are now challenging whoever was implementing or created the infrastructure of your religious upbringing. You are challenging them. Some of you are some of you are engaged, and you're doing that work, like, you know, that year work where you do like prior to getting married. Some of you, the person, the preacher, whoever the fuck you're working with, some of you have this moment with them and end up having to find somebody new. I see you guys sitting in front, like you're having, like you and your person are sitting there and you're talking about some issue that you had in the week since you last saw them. And the advice that this pastor or preacher, whoever the fuck this is giving to you, you're like, whoa. With all due respect, I hear that. With all due respect, some of you are like, no, this isn't going to work. So you graciously kind of stand up against it, combat it. And it doesn't mean like in a physical way. It's just like you I don't know why the words are struggling, but I think you guys get what I'm trying to say. But then you go into the car with your person and you're like, this person isn't marrying us. You're like, I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not having this fucking, did you hear what this person just said to us? Like, did you hear the advice they just told us when we told them what was going, like, it's that. So some of you are going to X out somebody you were considering as a spiritual support. For some of you, it's a mentor. You're like, I can't have this person mentor me anymore. They don't support where I'm going. Because a lot of spiritual mentorship has nothing to do with what the mentor knows. It has to do with how the mentor encourages the mentee to live out their own knowing and truth. Real mentors, real leaders want their students to surpass them. And how can they fucking do that if they're trying to control them? A lot of the time, leaders try to control people in order to, especially the youth, in order for the youth not to surpass them. And that's why we have such a fucking problem in society right now. Our youth don't have the support that they need. Because our elders are too busy trying to compete with them. Because they're not aging gracefully. An elder who is aging gracefully will take a fucking handful of youth and will catapult them. Fucking-pult them. That's why our elders, our grandparents, our grandparents, great-grandparents, great aunts, great uncles, trust and believe they're walking time capsules. They have a lot of information and knowledge that is supposed to help you, inspire you to live out your life more freely, more spiritually, be more powerful, which is what, we're begging to come down back here to do, is be more knowledgeable so we can be more powerful, so that we can live out more experiences we weren't powerful enough, wise enough, brave enough to live out before, but we always wanted to, It could be as simple as love, greatness, material abundance, more than you could ever fathom, because you come from timelines of poverty. So it's hard for you to see yourself as being materialistically abundant, far beyond what you've ever seen, because you've never seen it. You've never even been around it. Some of you have an energy signature of great wealth that lives inside of you, but because you've never actually been exposed to great wealth, nothing's brought that out in you. Nothing was meant to bring that out in you. You were meant to bring it out of yourself and live it out and watch how the money flows on your ass. Yeah, I can feel it. Some of you radiate wealth and are broke. It's because you have an energy signature that's looking for the wealth that lives inside you. So money is an energy signature. So the money that you should be a reflection of the energy that is inside you that you're living out. It's greatness. And I'm telling you, the more you guys look for greatness in other people, the more dormant your greatness goes. Parents, mothers, I'm telling you, your little sons, don't put superhero characters in front of them. Put pen and paper and make them draw out their own superhero, which is themselves, and encourage them to grow up to be exactly what it is that they've always dreamed of themselves to be, which is greatness. Children see greatness in them. That's why children say, I want to be an astronaut and I want to be a doctor and I want to do all this. Yeah, man. Absolutely. Anyway. Some of you are needing to do some inner child healing to remember what it is that you really wanted to do as a kid. Because some of you were saying things like, I want to be a doctor. And you're like, I don't want to be a doctor. No, you don't want to be a doctor, but you did want to be a healer. You do have a natural need to want to heal people, you know? Temperance, heal people. Under the Fool, Sagittarius, Aries energy. Some of you, you need to really mind your temper, because if you find out somebody stole from you because of like somebody, I see somebody taking one of her pentacles in the night. See how it's daytime here and it's nighttime here? It's almost like he was watching her tend to her shit. And then once she was done, he went and took one. Some of you are going to find out that somebody took something from you, stole something from you. Yeah. Took something from you and stole something from you. Because you're going to be really trapped in your mind, because some of you are going to, you see the crescent moon? This is the Sword of Truth that's at the bottom of your deck, right? There's the Hierophant. I fucking knew it. And there's the Ace of Swords again. I fucking, Divine, you see, thank you. Divine knows I'm struggling to get out the messages, so they're just like, get the cards, right? Get the cards, because she's a mess. Anyway, some of you are going to find it very hard to believe that somebody did this because of how you viewed them. So you see the 8 and the 9, you're struggling. You're trapped in your mind because the 8 plus the 2 is the 10. You have been betrayed, or a betrayal has been revealed to you, but you're struggling to actually, you're like, this person would never do that. Watch any serial killer documentary, and there's always a fool that said they were the nicest person. How the fuck did they have bodies in their basement? Okay, so be very, very careful with avoiding the facts, because the facts, the pentacles, these are the facts. Okay, this is either somebody coming back to you, wondering if they have an opportunity to plant. So somebody could be like seeing what you're doing and go, do you want to plant my seed? I've got a seed. You want to plant? And she's like, sure, come on. You know, that's for some of you. But for others, this is a taking. But you are just fucked up in your head. You're struggling to believe that this person would do this. So you might know something is gone, but you can't believe who the divine or who somebody told you did it. You're like, no fucking way. You got to be kidding me, man. There's no way that person did that. There's no way that person said that or took that from me. Divine saying, temper that out, because you're needing to shake up the light and the dark of something. And it's your perception on somebody. You're struggling to see somebody clearly for good and for bad, which is the truth. That's why swords are depicted as truth, or truth is depicted as sword. They're double-edged. The truth can hurt, but there's always a positivity, a healing that is brought, a freeing up. Yeah, the truth hurts some of you, and you're finding it hard to believe. For some of you, you're going to find out that your father or somebody you looked up to is a cheater. Okay? This is finding out a pastor is having sex with parishioners. I don't want to say children or kids. I don't feel pedophilia. I can't even say that because we've got the card of prison. I mean, it could be. But if it is, it's literally this, like a spiritual leader who has sexual deviancies that can get them locked up. Okay? Some of you, for others of you, this is finding out that if your parents are still married and they've been together for a long time, this is finding out, I see somebody's mother coming to them and saying, I'm leaving your father, but they're speaking to grown-ass kids. And the kids knew that there were issues going on with their parents, but they've been together so long that it was almost like they were numb to it. They really didn't know any different. Only for somebody's mother to explain, or somebody's father, mother, parent to explain that this masculine energy has been cheating, has sexual deviancies, sleeps with prostitutes. It's like this mother energy is saying, I haven't slept with your father in 15 years because he has sexual deviancies. He keeps sleeping with prostitutes. He has somebody else on the side. Some of you are going to find out that there is another family. Somebody has two families. This masculine has another hidden family. Somebody might find out that this masculine is paying another feminine because he has a child. But it's almost like he had an agreement, an arrangement. This could have been like it happened legally and nobody knew. I don't know. There's something. I don't know. Let's see though. Let's see. Yeah, I knew the Hierophant would come out. Some of you are challenging this person. Some of you, you know that this Hierophant energy has fucked up. You know this Hierophant energy isn't what they preach. You know this Hierophant energy. There's something wrong with this Hierophant energy here. So some of you are going to challenge this Hierophant. And if you're right, you'll win. Don't worry about that. Believe in yourself. Some of you need to believe in yourself because some of you are standing up and don't have the popular vote. Some of you know that if you stand up to somebody, no one's going to have your back. This is you not giving a fuck about that. Because leaders don't care about that. I'm telling you, man. I see some of you really about to embark in something like that, not needing not to give up on yourself. Don't care what other people say or other people, because some of you are asking people about their opinions so far, and it's not good. It's like you know that people don't agree with you, but you're gonna have to call something out anyway. All right. Anyways, I'm gonna wrap up with a oracle. I know we didn't use a lot of cards, but I can't believe we're already 46 minutes in. The siren. Some of you are about to sound that fucking siren on somebody. We've got Taurus energy, Sagittarius energy, yeah, and then the rest are all minors. I only read the majors. I mean, I don't even read those. And Aries, your energy, XV3. Okay. The siren, the temptress, the seducer, the femme fatale. The siren calls and the world spins. What we thought we wanted pales in comparison to the sweet allure of her song. We find ourselves lost in a spell of desire and longing, perhaps even lust. Whatever the thing calling to us is, ultimately good or bad, is somewhat irrelevant. It's the journey that matters, and the work of the siren is to take us on a deep psychic descent. Following her song, we go down, down, down to a place where lessons are learned and courage must be rallied to find our way back to dry land. Try as we might, resisting the call may not even be an option unless the audacious we bind our hands to the mast of our ship. I can never read that sentence properly. It's likely, though, that falling for her call is the only way we can come to live more fully on the surface. When light, awakening sensuality, absorption and arousal. When dark, wickedness, adultery, wreckage, betrayal, and instability. I'm telling you that we explore the things that are taboo. The siren laughs at the conventions and constraints and eats rules. Some of you need to take a leap of faith to really challenge somebody. You're going to challenge somebody. I just see that. Anyways, good luck with that. I gotta go. All right. I love you, Aries. I will, for personal readings, email me at queencuptarot@gmail.com. For weekly, daily content, you can join Patreon. It's members only, but we are a little congregation of high priestesses over there, so feel free to join. Otherwise, guys, keep letting your inner angels live and doing this damn thing called ascension, okay? All right, until the next time I see you, I love you. Ciao. Mwah.